Rolls-Royce engine. That's got that. How about that as a departure? Steep climb away, turn back towards us to descend to around about 300 feet. Then a 360-degree turn, initially in front of us climbing to 2,000 feet and then descending again. But what a magnificent sight. That performance from that Airbus, that is not what you normally expect from a passenger aircraft. But wow, Pete Chandler flying it. We saw Pete earlier on the stage with Michael Underwood. Mike was just saying earlier what a lovely, humble man he is and the awesome responsibility he has to the future of Airbus.
Just incredibly unassuming. He's had a 43-year career, Peter, and like you were saying to me just earlier, he's the one that gets to sign off on these incredible planes.
Yeah.
He's the chief test pilot. It's so important. So what he says goes by the end of it. He gets to say whether it's a go, and he gets to say whether not so sure. He loves this one though, that's for sure.
I talked about the engines. All variants of the A350 are powered by Rolls-Royce Trent XWB turbofans. These engines, 97,000 pounds of thrust. On the 900 series, rated Trent engine at 84,200. Ultra long range version, capable of covering 8,700 nautical miles. What does that mean in real terms? Well, New York to Singapore. That is a long way. In terms of orders, by the end of June, Airbus have already sold 168 A350-1000s to 11 customers, to Qatar, to Cathay Pacific, to Etihad, to British Airways. We're just getting on flight radar to see the speed that Pete will come through, because I think now preparing for his slow high alpha pass, a bit like the F-16. That came back a few knots above the stall, drifting past, but that's a little powerful aircraft with 29,000 pounds of thrust. This is a completely different animal, 97,000 pounds of thrust available on this big, beautiful, majestic airliner as the speed trails off as Pete Chandler brings the aircraft round to in front of us. Operated by a crew of 2, can have 8 cabin crew, but it really depends on what the configuration of the airlines that buy these aircraft want. You could have it full of economy seats. You could have, I suppose, a couple of first-class seats, that's fine, and then you can fit it all economy. It's really whatever the customer wants. Nose up, the speed coming back, that beautiful wing of the aircraft, almost just looking like it's hanging there as the speed is reducing. What an impressive aircraft is this. 114 knots ground speed. At the end, the power will be opened up again. 170 knots. Going back, 170 knots. Just going through at 700 feet above the ground, drifting past, 170 knots. Midfield, the power is going to come on by the Trent 1000 engines. Up comes the power. Full power. Now, listen to that noise. Try and remember that level of noise, because later in the afternoon, the 2XL 727 will take off a lot noisier. Back at 112 knots. So really keeping the noise down of the engines, keeping the noise down inside the cabin, all of which the modern airliners are trying to achieve, and certainly the Airbus A350-1000 achieves that. Integrated modular avionics. It's got head-up display, Rockwell Collins supplying most of the kit inside. Pressurized to a maximum of 6,000 feet, which means it's a lot more comfortable when you get off the other end instead of cruising around at 8,000 feet like older aircraft would have done. Coming around now, configuring into a landing configuration. Not going to land off this, but this is a demonstration of the go-around. But it's going to be go-around straight and level because it's not going to come down, and then midfield the power will be increased. Pete Chandler climbs the 350 around to position to come back over the balloon sheds on the right-hand top corner of the airfield to come back in. So in a moment, the power will come on. How can you tell, assuming you didn't have 1,000 how can you tell, Michael, that that is a Dash 1000 just by looking at it?
Well, I believe it's down to the undercarriage and the number of wheels
It is.
on the undercarriage. So this one obviously has 6 on each side. So
And therefore the 900 series
would have 4.
There you go. So now you can be as slick as anything at Heathrow. You can say to your kids, I know what that is, as it comes in. And they think you are the ace of the base, which of course you are.
And don't think I won't do that either. I will totally do
Of course
that.
you can do that. I would do that.
Trying to impress anyone I'm with, anyone near me, if I know them or not, I will get that backed out.
Angelica Bell is somewhere on the airfield. She's listening to you on that statement. You're in trouble this evening. It is true. In terms of speed, the A350 can cruise along a 0.85 mark. What does that mean? Well, it's 85% of the speed of sound. And that fits in neatly into the air traffic systems around the world. Greater efficiency as the A350 turns final.
Stratton, as a pilot yourself, when he came past just a moment ago,
Something technical there.
a little, not technical necessarily, but he was doing what, it was 107 knots, I think,
Yes.
he was going through. Now that must be close to the stall point when he's nose up. Like
Yes,
that.
we wouldn't do that in normal airlines.
No.
That's not a normal operation. But that's using the fly-by-wire efficiency of the Airbus that gets the maximum lift out of it. So he's only a few knots above the stall. But the fly-by-wire system and the Airbus integrity, looking after the safety at all times. And that's what gives Airbus something that they really try and sell very hard. So totally safe. On comes the part. He can't store it. Well, he could. He's a chief test pilot. He knows what circuit breakers to pop. But in normal configuration, you can't, because it looks after itself in that respect.
He was right on the wire, right on the line.
Pretty good, yeah. But totally safe, because that's how, it's been built in there to be safe. To look after the pilot. And it's looking after the pilot, the passengers should be alright. We're all happy. Exactly. Knocking down on 2-4 at Chandler, the A350-1000.
Didn't